Good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Friday, January 24th. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because with Him, all things is possible. Of course, you know this No Doug Zone episode is sponsored by, of course, yours truly. Good morning to everybody. Safe travels to everyone out there moving in the streets, going to school, wherever you're coming from. Get there safe, and remember, with Him, all things is possible. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Um, it's crazy. I feel like the year is moving. We in the 24th day already of the new year. Even though it is still January, of course, it's coming already to an end far as the month of January. It's crazy, right? Felt like it just came in, but it is what it is. Good morning, all y'all, man. Thank God it's Friday, y'all. I don't know what it is, man. Well, I know what it is. Friday comes and I know, hey, I got 2 days. I could kick it with my missus. Because I'm telling you, it be crazy. We be tired. She's tired. Sometimes I say to myself, man, I gotta make No Doug Zone rich and or make it wealthy where she doesn't or neither one of us have to get up and go to work anymore. That's our goal. And we're gonna work on that. Um, fresh off of watching the new anyway. I'm saying this name right. I just say anyway. Watch this fight this morning. We're gonna probably get into a little bit of that. Not much because he didn't go. It didn't last long. And we just gonna do our chop ups, man. Our regulars. So let's get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go. Yeah. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Doug Zone podcast. So, watching the Anyway fight this morning, if anybody missed it, no, Anyway is a bad boy. I said I wasn't sold on him until I could figure out what's going on with him over there. Um, no, there's always allegations of a fighter being on something. Nowadays, a fighter just can't be a good fighter. They can't perform well. If they perform a certain way, right, we don't see it right then and there that, hey, maybe these guys are just naturally talented. They got natural talent. They God's gifted, however they say it. As soon as we find out that they're doing something, it's like, oh shit. So now it questions the other fights that they have had. I believe this was his 29th fight, I believe. I don't like to question people, but I think he's only had one fight over here in America, and now he just announced that he was coming back. Well, I guess they announced that he's supposed to be coming back to America to come back to Vegas, whenever that is. First of all, a hell of a performance. Uh, other guy came to fight, but he just wasn't ready for it anyway. It was a great performance. First of all, a hell of a way to stop a fight. You know, to the body. Oof. I felt that punch. Oh, I felt it. I'm sitting up talking to my wife because I jumped up this morning and I said, "What time is it?" It's like 6 o'clock. I'm like, okay, it's almost time for the main event to start. Because that's all I cared about. I wasn't waking up at 4:15 trying to catch the whole card. I never really care about the whole card because I'm not familiar with none of the guys, and it's too early for me to wake up at that time for real, unless I can't sleep. But just watching that, I want to see at his weight what he will do with some of the guys that's over here, or maybe even some of the guys that's coming from other places. Tim Bradley says he wants to see what he does with MJ. Let's see. We don't know. I sure as hell, would stay up for it to see it if I could. Depends on where they do it at. I'll be up for it. But hey, shout outs to anyway, man. I said I wasn't sold on him, not so much because of the allegations. I need to get see him over here. I need to see him with different competition. I mean, shout outs to him and what he does. He gets a lot of guys up out of there, man, whether you like it or not. I want to see him come over here and see what he can do though. Um, but I don't want to discredit him and be like, oh, he can't. Hey, man, the man is he does what he does and he does what it needs to be done, and I can't get mad at him about it. So shout outs to him for it. If you didn't see it, y'all might have to go back to the replay. It was pretty damn good. It only lasts 4 rounds. BC, my brother, what up, BC? Shouts to my guy, BC. But yeah, great fight anyway. And we'll see what we should see you back in the ring again before this year's up. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll look and see what happens with that, man. Um, other than that, I want you guys to join me tonight. Um, I have a special guest coming. You guys seen it before, I believe. I had her on McLean. Oh Jesus, I had her on McLean's promotion, and then I think I had her. I think I had her on Instagram, and I did an interview with her. So I don't think I ever had her on YouTube. But my girl, Cassandra Phillips, aka the Boxing Whisperer, is coming through tonight. She's not only a journalist, she has so much stuff that she has going on, or that she's trying to make happen. Young lady too. You know what I mean? Very young lady and doing her thing. She's a mother. She's everything. And she was rocking with the No Doug Zone family before I think No Doug Zone even got going. You know what I'm saying? So she's been around for a minute now, and she will be joining me tonight at 9:30. So yes, I will be back again 9:30 tonight. It's already set up for me. So we working, baby. Just make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Get it out, man. Share this out and tell somebody, man. We talk boxing over here, but we don't just talk boxing. We talk life. Um, with that being said, I got something that I want to address. It's something that needs to be addressed. That it bothers me. Um, you know, we all go through different things in life, right? Um, life is never easy. We're human. Um, and we tend to get to this place and space in our life where we feel like no matter how much people we can talk to, how much family we got in our life, or how much friends we got in our life, sometime our minds already made up with what we want to do with ourselves. And it's scary because your mind sometimes can be your worst enemy. I've spoken a million times about how suicide is at an all-time high, how depression is at an all-time high, bullying, all that is at an all-time high. I've spoke about that so many times because there's so many challenges. There's so many different things in this world that we have to challenge and deal with and struggle with. That it's scary, but it's true. There was a young man that was part of a Cops and Kids boxing gym here in New York who, passed away. Only 16 years old. He's not a grown man, only 16. Life haven't even begun. And it's just, it's, it's sad. And you sit around and you try to figure out, oh my God, what happened? What, so young, life hasn't even begun. But if y'all want to hear it or not, listen, let me tell you. And I posted it up on my Instagram. If I call you and I'll text you, a lot of times it's not because, hey man, oh he's calling, he might want to interview or he might know. A lot of times I just need to know how y'all are doing. Sometimes that's all I want. Hey, well, how you doing? Stepped in the gym yesterday. When I went in there, I didn't go in there with my camera. I didn't go get no interviews. I wanted to go in there just to see how people were doing, how the coaches are doing. Because everybody at some point, they mental start messing with them. And it's tragic to hear when that happens to a 16-year-old, child, a young man. D Free, what's up? That's it's scary. I'm a father. My sons are 17 and 16. I would never want to get the phone call that something happened to one of them. I've stressed so much about how mental health is, depression, all that is at all-time high. So when I'm calling one of you, whether if it's video chatting or texting, it's for a reason. Because I never want to get that phone call. I'm feeling good. No, don't worry about it, BC. I'm feeling good. I woke up this morning. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what, BC. I feel good that my black ass made it to 42 years old. We're talking about a 16-year-old kid who lost his life. He was one of the fighters here in New York. 16, man. He wasn't murdered, but it's just like Jesus Christ. You just don't know what's going on with people, these kids, anything. One thing, no matter how much racism is in this world, the one thing that's guaranteed is that death doesn't give a shit about color. Y'all remember that part in New Jack City when homie was telling Ice-T that? Death doesn't give a shit about color. And it don't. And this is why I always say it's important for us to constantly check up on each other. It's important. My condolences to the family. Shout outs to cops and kids. This is not just a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's major. It's just it just hurts. Get in tune with your people. It even goes for me. Certain phone calls I gotta make where I just gotta ask, hey, you all right over there? Some people ain't gonna never have to ever worry about me calling them, so that's all right. However they doing is how they doing. I can care less on this side. Don't want to see no ill will with them, but some people ain't gonna get a call from me, and that's how it'll be. There's no shaking and faking over here. But for some of my people that I love, that I care for, and that sometimes I just might think like, oh, let me call Call BC and see how he's doing. Let me call D Free and see how he's doing. Let me call my brother Jeff Spark. Let me call Underrated. Let me call my people. Just to say how you doing. One thing I can say about you, BC, BBO, what up? One thing I can say about you, BC, you do that all the time. One thing I can never, ever, ever say that there's not a time you don't call me to hit me and ask me how I'm doing. And just say, bro, I want to call to tell you I love you. That shit means a lot because you don't know what we're going through. It's a sad state of affairs. I lost my nephew to suicide. News. Oh, that hit hard, Jose. It hit hard. I never had a conversation with little dude, but I seen dude. And it doesn't matter if I ever seen him or not, if I never have a conversation with him. We're talking about a child. We're not talking about somebody who was out in the street gang banging, selling drugs. Even when that happens to those kids, I go, damn, I still feel bad. Because life hasn't even started for them. But it's we have to make sure we stay in tune with each other. We have to. We don't know what nobody's going through. You don't know, man. And it broke my heart to hear that. Not because he's a fighter. So young. I wouldn't care what he did. If he played basketball, I wouldn't care what if he didn't do no sports. He could have been a kid that just built cars and computers. I hate to hear with adults. Just over a year ago, a friend of mine's, his brother committed suicide. Kano, what's going on? And when I heard that the brother committed suicide, the shit didn't sit right with me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because when I first heard about it, I thought somebody murdered him. And I'm like, well, who would, like, damn, what happened? Come to find out he took his own life. Suicide is at an all-time high. People take their life because they can't live with who they are and what they've done, because of their sexuality. Somebody might make fun of it, or they did something that somebody might expose them for. So if they don't kill that person, they'll kill themselves, which is not going to change what you did. It's documented what you did. That's why we have to be careful what we making fun of people about. I live in a world where however you dress is how you dress. I might laugh at it, but it is what it is. Whatever your sexuality is, it's your business. Sometimes we just need to be careful about the things that we make in fun of. Everything is not made to be laughed at. Cash, what up? Smash my like button, y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. Share this out. Share this out to everybody needs to hear this. Everybody needs to hear this. This is something very serious. We all have somebody that live next door to us that we think we know. And no matter how many times we talk to them, we laugh, we joke with them, we have a cup of coffee with them, you might have smoked with them, drink with them, whatever it is. And then you hear one night or one day they took themselves out and you go, no, man. I've known him for 15 years. No, 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 no. Some don't sit right. It's easy for somebody to laugh in your face and joke around, and they don't want you to see what they're going through. And then they get behind, then they get somewhere with their body self and they get back to reality. It's fortunately it's just sad, and for everybody who's feeling like there's nobody to talk to, there's nobody for here, that's gonna listen to you, there's nobody paying attention to you. You guys have to understand, no matter what you're feeling or what you're going through, there's people out there that actually love you and that care, and there's some people who will listen to you. And this is the reason why doing this right here, being a content creator, coming on here became my therapy versus me sitting down on the couch telling somebody my problems. This right here became my therapist, became therapy for me, because there was times I had to question my life. Not so much if I wanted to be here or not, but there was just questions. I had questions, asking myself like, "Are you built for this?" Sometimes we have questions. We question our own life because we want to act like we live in a world where we just all right and we got this shit figured out. And sometimes God will say, "Oh yeah, you think you do? Well, I'm gonna put you to the test to see how you gonna handle it. Let's see what you think about your life then." So, but when it gets to a point where your mind starts playing tricks on you and you start feeling some kind of way about whatever you feeling, it's easier said than done to say, "Hey, you got to fight those demons." It's it's not that easy, but at the same time, we all got to find somebody to talk to. Because there's nothing for us to come on this camera and laugh and joke and hee hee ha ha, and then, "Hey guys, I gotta go," and you get off here, and then later on that night or the next day, we found out that you went and did something to yourself. Well, he seemed fine. Why? Because he was up here laughing and joking. It's part of it. That's part of it. You got some people who really show what they're going through, and then you got some people who don't want. They won't really show that side because they don't want you to be worried, and they don't want you calling them and talking them up out of doing something. Because some people already have it planned out. They're just coming on to enjoy their last little bit of moments. People know when they're gonna leave here before they leave here. That's the crazy thing. They'll tell you. They'll start saying stuff to you, and you start looking at them like, "All right, I love you too. You know, I love you. Yeah, I know you. I know." So certain things people say, and you like, "All right, you all right? Did you do something? Is somebody coming to kill you or something? Like, you all right?" Nah, I just want to tell you, I ain't gonna always be here, but I love you. And sometimes you thinking like, "All right, I love you too," and then shit happens. We have to stay in contact with each other. There's nothing wrong with any man that's on here right now, because I know women do it all the time. But there's nothing wrong with any man coming on here and saying, "Hey, bro, I wanted to tell you I love you." Get out y'all fucking heads that when a man tells another man that, "Oh man, he must be on that side of the world." Man, what are you talking about? Y'all, some of y'all are too old to think the way y'all think sometimes. Too damn old. My brother BC tells me all the time, and I happily accept that and be like, "Yo, I love you too, bro." There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all just, I don't understand y'all mindset sometimes. Y'all living too much in these no Diddy moments, and it's corny. It's corny. It's all right to joke around sometime, hee hee ha ha, but everything is not a joking moment. There's just some people out there in real life that want to be heard. And then when something happened to them, the first thing you say, well, shit, we was just joking. Everything's not a joke. Yes, you can enjoy life, but everything's not a joke. It's all fun and games until someone's not here anymore. Yeah, after you take the right loss. Everything is not a no Diddy moment. You could tell another man you love him. Why can't you? Show me a book, a rule book that says you can't tell it. You can't tell him that. I tell fighters and coaches all the time, man, I love y'all. I mean that from my heart. I tell other guys that's in the media, I love them. But that, oh man, you ain't supposed to say that, McClain. You know, we gonna look at you like you're a little. Exactly. Um, and every chance my brother BC get, he lets me know that. And that I appreciate. I honor and respect that. And I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. I wouldn't change my friendship with him for nothing in the world. I wouldn't change a lot of my friendships with y'all. The ones I don't need to be friends with or don't want to be friends with anymore or decide they don't want to be friends with me anymore, they can get on the way they at and I'm cool. Because just like the soap opera show, we only got one life to live anyway, right? So yeah, yeah. Even if we doing that, that was yeah. You and G5 made my birthday too when y'all did that, man. I wasn't expecting that, but see, stuff like that was great because even when it's your birthday, you don't think people feel down on their birthday or any other day. Suicide and death has no time or certain time it comes around. Oh, it's his birthday. Let's give him a break. He can't be suicidal today because it's his birthday. Let's wait till after his birthday. It could come around anytime it wants to come around, knocking at your door. It's up to you to answer it or not. It's up to you to answer it or not. And I've spoke about even on my Instagram how all this stuff, and I've been talking about it. It is serious. And if we don't learn to fight it, we can't fix everything with medication, right? I know medication, you know, they give it to you, it's supposed to calm you down, woosah. Sometimes that doesn't help all the time. I've known people who was going through something, they took the medication, and sometimes the medication made them worse than what they were. It made them worse than what they are. But then you start looking around like, hold on, what the hell is wrong with him? So stay in tune with our people, man. Stay in tune with your people. Call somebody. Never be afraid to holler at them. Or not afraid. Don't make time. And me, that goes for me. You know, I try to get to a point where if I have to make two or three calls, sometimes I get wrapped up in my own world where sometimes it's not done on purpose. I just be caught up in what I got going on in my life that needs to be correct. But I'm working on some things. And that's the thing. If you're working on some things in your life, then you'll be fine. But sometimes you have to catch yourself and go, whoa, I gotta correct that. But it is what it is. So like I said, rest in peace to that young man. And anybody else has gone through it. Prayers go out to everybody who's lost somebody. Not even just from natural causes, just because, hey, some reason they decided they weren't gonna be here anymore. Especially at a young age, like that. So like I said, um my condolences to the family and shouts to everybody, out there. It is what it is. So with that being said, we got what, boxing tomorrow, the zone. Pacheco, what's the dude name? Pacheco, if I'm saying it right. Um, he's going in the mall. It's going to be a good one. I don't know if I'm gonna see that the mall. I'm not quite sure. It's an amateur show tomorrow. I should go since I can't be in Philly. Should go tomorrow. I don't know. I'll think about that one. Might not. So yeah. So we got that. Can't be in Philly, and I'm pissed. For the great amateur show, can't be out there for that. But like I said, I'll make up. Um, I'm gonna make up for that. Um, And we got a whole bunch of other stuff that's coming up that we need to be a part of. But smash that like button, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Like, share, and subscribe. Come on, man. You ain't gonna tell me three people watching. I know it's a whole bunch of y'all. Y'all might as well come in, smash the like button. No peeking. Come right in. Because if you just coming in or if you've been sitting here, you should have been smashed it. Because I had a great conversation just now. I had a great conversation just now about suicide. So come on in. Don't just come in looking at me. And if you're going to walk back out the door, at least smash the like button on your way out. But anyway, we got so much coming up. Like I said, for the month of February, it's a lot of things. Yesterday we had a great conversation where we spoke about Kevin Kelly. I wanted to go deeper because I felt like I should have went deeper. And but I had my brothers up there, so it was all good. But I wanted to get deeper into it. But I know next Thursday, nighttime, next Thursday, we're gonna be talking about the lower weight classes from 122 to 130. Not today's fighters, but back then, like I want to say 90s, maybe 2000s. We're gonna speak on all the guys that was from back then. I don't know all of them, but I'm gonna try to look them up, maybe watch them and see what we could come with. But from 122 to 130, that's what we're gonna do. I think that'll be a great conversation, bringing up all of it. Just Thursdays I always try to be different. Um, to not get caught up with what's going on in boxing now. Because that's all we're doing. We're getting caught up in the same nonsense. That's why I have morning chop ups and I don't start my shit off with no boxing. I only did it today because Inoue fought. but that went 4 rounds. Spoke about that. Shout outs to him, and hopefully we'll see him in the next. We'll see him in the big fight somewhere here, in America, which he's supposed to come back. So every Thursday, like I've been doing, I'm always trying to come back different. And then I think maybe later, maybe following Thursday, we're gonna talk about what are the criterias for you to be in the Hall of Fame. That might have been spoken about before, but that was something that I wanted to get into. I had just been sitting and thinking about it, and I was like, we can make it a conversation. I mean, the thing is, you always try to people run. You know what it is? People don't want to sit here and try to figure out what it is that they want to talk about, so they'll go ahead and talk about what they think people want to hear, or something that I don't want to call it an obsession to disrespect people, but I feel like some people have an obsession with certain conversations about certain people. Um, I could sit here and say it's disgusting. I could sit here and say it's weird, and some people will go, "Well, it's not. It's not either or. This is a part of the sport, or this is what's going on. So this is what we're going to talk about." And I'm like, I mean, if that works for you, go ahead. I always find ways to stay in my lane. It's just, to me, it's just better that way, right? That's what I like to do. But the whole content is, and you know what? And and some of us are the most talented people when it comes to this content, right? Because no matter how much controversy some of us stir up, and how crazy we can be at times on here, when you sit back and you look at it, we put in a lot of, like I said, I always say we put in a lot of work with what we do. Some of us take time for other stuff that we really supposed to be doing, but we love this so much. Some of the stuff that we supposed to take care of takes a back seat. It's just something that it just naturally happens, and it's nothing to trip over. But at the end of the day, we love what we do. We cherish what we do. So that's the great thing about it. And for me, like I said, I just want to see everybody where they supposed to be, man. Successful, being able to feed each other. Because that's how it's supposed to be in real life anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, today I'll be back at 9:30. I'm probably going, you know what? It's still early. You guys will probably see me somewhere else before 9:30 even comes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sitting here thinking of something right now, and I'm like, but I don't know if I can pull it off. It might be too early, but I definitely am thinking about popping up some other places, maybe stepping out in the gym. It is Friday. I'm trying to stay as busy as I can when I can on here. So I might definitely hop back on here and do something. What we got? 40 minutes. Okay, we can I think we can hold out. We can hold out. Shouts to all my fighters tomorrow going out to compete in Gleason's gym. Shout out to USA Metro. Shout outs to the fighters. Shout outs to the coaches. Um, Let me read this in case anybody is in New York City. In case you're in New York City, you know, around this time, some people might still come to the city. So if you just in case you just so happen to be in the city. Let's see if I find it, y'all. Give me a second. I believe it's a 5 p.m. It might be a 5 p.m. show. So just make sure that I'm reading it right. Usually I'll read these off to y'all. I know I haven't posted yet, but February 22nd, like I said, I need everybody to be at Cops and Kids, Forster Ave in Brooklyn. Shouts to, once again, shouts to Coach CJ. Jimmy O'Farrell Day, you know, honoring his father. So everybody make sure that they come out for that day. So yes, the show, the weigh-in is 3 p.m. The showtime kicks off 5 p.m. Of course, you know the tickets are $25. So make sure you guys come on down tomorrow. Come on down tomorrow and come check it out. And Heather the Heat Hardy, is her birthday too. So make sure we give her a shout out. It's her birthday. So if you in the Brooklyn area or New York area, stop on by Gleason's. Come see the amateurs. Come see some of the dopest, talented kids on earth. Some of the most dopest kids. One thing about me, I know me, I don't play about my amateurs. I don't play about them. I always support them. I always will support them. I just had a conversation in the gym yesterday with them. You know, talking with the coaches and all that, man. There'll always be when, especially when it comes to this sport of boxing. See, y'all first priority when it comes to the boxing, which is cool because it's, you know, is to get the best interviews with these guys that established already, these coaches that's established. And I mean, that's y'all thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Me, I like to get the guys that nobody knows, man, even when it comes to these coaches. And that's why I continue to do what it is that I do. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm over here, I'm over here looking at something. Y'all apologize. But anyway, like I was saying, a lot of great amateur shows coming up. You guys, like you see me yesterday, if you see some of the pictures on the gram, the pictures I was taking, um, has a great group of kids I was talking to. And I'm going to go back to talk to those kids. The only difference is now I'm going for a chop up. Hell, I might do it today since it's closer. The gym is closer to me. That, you know what? Matter of fact, I think that's what I'll probably do today. That'll be way, way, way easier for me to do. Jeff Spark, what's up? Way easier for me to do because that's how I separate myself from all this other stuff that's going on, man. It's much easier for me. Oh man, are you kidding me? Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm reading something on my phone with Pacheco. He said Team Pacheco attacks a reporter in fist fly over suspicious content. It's exactly what I be telling y'all, man. You're gonna be a content creator. Do your job. Let me see if this is real or is this fake. Well, it don't look too fake to me. I don't even know who this person is. See, this is crazy, y'all. I'm just reading something. I always keep my phone next to me, y'all. I don't know who this dude is that got into it with Pacheco, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. When you run in your mouth and you say something about a fighter or his team, there's consequences. But I don't know why they get around these fighters and think that nothing's gonna happen. I don't understand why. I don't never understand why it makes no sense to me. And then y'all put yourselves in a predicament where you can't get out of it. That's crazy. It makes no sense, man. I don't know who this dude is. They say he's a reporter. All of y'all are not reporters. All of y'all are not reporters. And that's the problem. Y'all need to stop calling yourselves that. Some of y'all are shit starters. And y'all go out y'all way to make all of us look bad. Y'all really do. Got us all out here looking like fools. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to ease on to the gym today, and today I think I'm in the mood because it's Friday. I'm in the mood to pull up in the gym, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Pull up in the gym, and I'm gonna get some work done. Like I said, I'm trying to uplift the channel as much as I can, but I need y'all support. That's why we need to like, share, subscribe, man. Let the people know who haven't subscribed, man. Get on out there and subscribe. The love is much needed. The support is much needed. So I'm all in my videos, y'all. Sorry, I might be boring, y'all. You're like, yo, man, this dude don't talk about nothing. Well, you're never really going to get anything exciting over here. I'm just your average person, man. I just try to bring you some I try to bring you some content, bring you some conversations that need to be heard. And how I started it off this morning, a lot of people started their morning off where they want to jump straight into the boxing, and that's cool. I don't knock anybody for that, right? But me, sometimes my mind just be on other things that's that people overlook, and people don't pay attention to it until when it actually happens. Thomas, what's up, my good brother? We don't pay attention to certain things in life until it happens. Well, if we feel like it don't concern us, then we have no use for it. We don't need to pay attention to it. There's a lot of things in this world that we do need to pay attention to. It's just some things that needs to be paid attention to. Everybody doesn't want to wake up all the time and start their morning off gossiping. And I might be wrong for calling it that because, you know, that's what I feel like some people do, man. They gossip too fucking much, like girls. Everything is not up for a conversation. Um, they found him dead, Thomas. The cause of, I mean, I was just talking about that. I do, rest in peace to the young brother. He's 16 years old. That's what I was talking about actually earlier about how we all need to stay in contact with each other, call people because you just don't know, man. When you think you don't. But nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it because yeah, yeah, but they found him. I believe it was I don't want to say suicide. Um it's just sad, man. It's we just gotta like, I don't want to repeat myself through the whole show, but we just gotta stay in contact with each other. 16 years old. My sons are 17 and 16. That's why I always call you guys. I know a lot of times y'all be at work. I know a lot of times y'all be with your families because I do the same thing. But this is why I call y'all. And not all the time is to talk boxing. Sometimes I don't even give a shit about talking boxing. I just be want to know how y'all doing. That's all I want to know. How you doing? How you feeling? That's all I be wanting to know, man. That's all I be wanting to know. Because it's scary out here. I was just speaking about that earlier. It's scary out here. But a lot of people can't see that in the world, Thomas, because they're too busy being blind talking about this boxing. They too blind. Nobody doesn't care if it's not happening to them. Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my child. Condolences to the mother and the father, but it ain't my child. Why should I worry about it? But it could have very well been yours. Could have very well been yours. Nobody cares until it happens to them. Then it's how could this happen to me? As if you're special. It can happen to anybody. It's just, fortunately, it's sad. And what's more sad is that I don't expect everybody to move the way I move because that would make all of us alike. But you expect certain times somebody says, okay, these type of topics need to be addressed. It needs to be addressed. The boxing is not going nowhere. It's always going to be there. There's certain topics that need to be addressed, but we always find ways to ignore it, to talk about something or somebody, and all we doing is boosting them up more than what they are already. When there's somebody out there that says, you know what, today's the day where I'm gonna lose it all and give it all up. You got people all over that's like that. Shouts to the kid though. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. It's heartbreaking. It has me feeling some kind of way, and the kid needs to be on it. And I'm sure they'll, do something for him. It's just, it's a tragedy. So we're gonna be having Super Bowl Sunday come up, y'all. Let me tell you something. I'm never too excited about nothing, but for some reason, when Super Bowl Sunday come up, I'm out there going crazy. Um, because I'm just always wondering which team will win. So I'm gonna be looking out for that, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's coming up. So I got 3 minutes. Okay, let me get ready to get my behind off here. Like I said, I'm definitely going to end up in somebody's gym today. Don't know who, but it's gonna happen. I'm a little tired now. Yeah, I feel like laying back down, but can't lay down. I got work to do. Got to move around. You know me. I'll definitely back. I'll be back tonight with Mrs. Cassandra Phillips, aka the Boxing Whisperer. You can follow her on Instagram, and she's on Facebook. She's not on YouTube yet. But I think she's gonna work her way, and that's probably gonna be one of the questions I ask her tonight. But she is on Facebook and she is on Instagram, so y'all can follow her, Cassandra Phillips. Very talented young lady. And, mindset is her mindset is where a lot of you fellas' minds are not at. You know what I'm saying? She has a busload of ideas of stuff she wants to do. And we're gonna hear a little bit of that tonight. So I'll end up probably coming back here 2 more times. Um, I might get somewhere in the gym and record. Um, I might go live. It all depends. But right now, I'm getting ready to make that decision while it's early. Some gyms are just open up now, so it's like I don't want to go up in there. Might end up in Brooklyn. Might end up in the Bronx, or I might keep in Manhattan. I don't have a clue exactly yet, but we're definitely gonna get some content in, because the only way your channel is gonna get better, you got to put in that work. It's not gonna always get better because you're saying smash the like button or like, share, subscribe. Yeah, that helps, but you also got to put in work, because people got to know whether they're subscribing to. And no matter how much work you put in, some people might feel like, hey, this channel's not for me. Some people gonna feel like you boring. Some people gonna feel like you don't talk about nothing. Hey, he's talking about that, but I want to know about the anyway fight. I want to know about if Tank and Shakur gonna fight. Is Devin and Ryan gonna fight? Is Boots and Tiafimo gonna fight? Like all these random ass questions, as if that's never been asked before. Random ass questions, and y'all be dying to get an answer to all those questions when the answers be right there in your face. But y'all gonna continue to keep going on to ask them same retarded ass, dumb ass questions. Makes no sense. But hey, if y'all like it, I love it. But I'm gonna get up off here, y'all. Got to get my day started. It's Friday, man. Safe travels to everybody that's out there, man. Moving in the streets, no matter where you at. Let's continue to pray for the people out in California, Louisiana, and everybody else all over the world that's going through something tragic, especially for our West Coast family, man. Shout outs to them. Thomas, I'm gonna call you, bro. You home? I'm gonna call you. Shout outs to them out there in California and everywhere else, and let's keep in mind that let's all call each other, man. Even if somebody's busy, let's call each other. I don't care if it's for 2 minutes. In the office, I'm in the office today. Damn, out of all days, they put you in the office on a Friday. Boy, they really don't like you, Thomas. They could have let you stay home today. It's Friday. It's all good though. You got a job to do, bro. But so yeah, make sure we do that. And I'll see you guys in a few. But I know tonight, nobody here. Oh damn. Boy, now I understand. Make sure, like I said, make sure tonight you join me 9:30. I'll be back. Cassandra Phillips, the boxing whisperer, will be in the building with me. I came in to. Oh, okay. Copy. Got you. And like I said, be on the lookout. I might end up in somebody's gym before 9:30. Before I do my show tonight, I'll definitely be in somebody else's gym. Plus, I'm Keith's father today. Oh, word! He didn't tell me he was coming to the city. I gotta call him, man. That's cool. I gotta call him. But it's all good though, man. I'm gonna check y'all. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.